Alright, guys, so the day is finally here. It is the Death Stranding 2 pre-order stream. I've been avoiding spoilers all day. The game, I guess, went live last night at 10 o'clock for me, when I thought it was going to be midnight when I was asleep. So bear with me one moment while I go ahead and get some links out, and we're going to dive right into this one. It's going to be a banger. Man, this has been months in the making, guys. This is going to be insane. I gotta send a lot of people. This event has been quite a long while in the making. Oh man, yeah, I'm not prepared. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, folks. All right, guys, I gotta make an Instagram story. I need to figure out how link trees work and shit. That's like my biggest problem is that I have so many places that I have to post a damn link from. Alright, we're gonna go to my Instagram story. Yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram, MaxMurder505. Alright, live now. Alright, everybody's hanging. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. If you are, I appreciate you being here. Oh, damn. Okay, guys, we're gonna dive right into this. Okay. Make sure I can see my chat. Alright, HDR on, boom, boom. Yeah, let's go. We got an early unlock. Oh, damn. Alright. So the pre-order stuff. Alright. Let's go ahead and fix some stuff. Now, when I play games, I tend to not really change any of the controls, so I just tend to go with it. Okay. Yo, E-Rock, what it do, bro? Yeah, we're diving right into this. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick recap of Death Stranding.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as Timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both Timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggled with the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together. By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam.
This is probably the most cohesive breakdown of what the hell is going on in Death Stranding I've ever seen. I'm really glad that they included this, because I don't expect everybody to understand the layers of that game, because it's got a lot going on for it.
We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. And of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou.
Shoutouts Guillermo del Toro. Yo, Andy, what it do, bro? We're about to get into some craziness.
Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body.
Margaret Qualley is just cute as a button.
Ah, Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam.
Yeah, Andy, the thing with Death Stranding is you can't really make sense of it. You can kind of grasp some notes, but in terms of like what's going on, that's a tall ask. The only person that knows how like what's going on in Death Stranding is Hideo Kojima.
Fragile. Leader of the private delivery outfit Fragile Express. Exposure to Timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used Timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done. America rose from the ashes as the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret, to save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison, and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished, without so much as a trace.
Yeah, Andy, you really don't need to know the context other than just this game is just gorgeous. Both this one, all right, we're diving in. All right. Let's do casual so I don't get lost, because I always get lost in these types of games, especially Death Stranding. Because if you lose your cargo, you will be lost with trying to find it. All right. Yeah, let's just do casual. All right. Okay. I was just adding my birthday into the game. Whoa. He's born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. Oh yeah, Dooms is where you basically cry a lot, if I remember correctly. It is believed that such individuals are... Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so it was just adding additional stuff to the game. That was weird. Thank you all for your patience for that one. That was weird. I'm still new to to streaming from my PS5. I don't do it enough. Oh yeah, and just FYI, there's gonna probably be a lot of long cutscenes. Basically, the way that Hideo Kojima makes his games is so there's gonna be a lot of like just big exposition points. Yeah, sorry, Rock. I got plenty of consoles, brother. I'm stacked. Oh, yeah, and if you guys can, be sure to drop a like for your boy. We're about to dive on in. Okay, and it looks like that we're getting a quick breakdown before the actual game. People, Word, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Alright, so it looks like things are going crazy at the beach right now.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve?
My God, this is beautiful. Like, look at this. This doesn't even look like an actual like video game development. Really, this just looks like actual just desert shots. This is so wild.
But I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? Minus 61.
Yeah, George Miller is in this game. Like I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, shouts out Hugo, but we just kind of like that Hideo Kojima is just watching a lot of movies just in his off time, and he's just deciding, you know what, I like this actor, I'm gonna go ahead and just put them in everything.
Where is it that I belong?
God, this is insane. Like, that's the one thing with Death Stranding, is that it is cinematically, like, breathtaking. Like, you couldn't pitch this game concept really anywhere else except with Hideo Kojima, because he can figure out a way to get it all connected together. Shouts out Metal Gear. Oh, there's our boy.
51.
Our boy with his little kiddo.
Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending to play.
Good lord, this is just giving me like anxiety just with the amount of like breathtaking aspect.
Okay.
Alright.
Time to head home.
We're here, boys. We made it. This game has been like months in the making for me as far as like a pre-order goes. Okay, looks like a lot of the controls are the same. And also one of the like the key points, like Hideo made sure to point out, like right here, for example, like depending on what path you take, you're going to be getting like a different type of like music. Oh, there's the reader. Oh my god. Yeah, this game is getting Game of the Year just by this sequence alone. I know it's not a lot, but this is insanely breathtaking.
Let's head home before it gets dark.
That could have been bad. Yeah, Andy, this is insane. Like, this is not even, like, doing a lot, but, like,
Easy does it.
the mountains are insane. Oh, I gotta take care of my kid real quick.
Well, now someone's in a good mood. Let's go home and get you fed.
Alright. See, even the music's different. Oh no. These damn things. I only saw like a clip of these and I hate them. There's one thing I dislike, it's the damn spiders. Oh, what? Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. That was yet another reason why this game kind of rules already.
We're pretty far from home.
Yeah, there's also an aspect of just like
Feel that?
there is like a weather system.
Damn shaky.
Like there's earthquakes, to my understanding. Rain can affect things. Yeah, I did get splacked on the face. It was terrible. It was terrible. I hated all of it. This game rules. Oh geez, yeah, I still got a long way to go.
Oh, shit.
Oh no. Did I already mess up? Yeah, sorry, kiddo. I did not know that was gonna happen.
You're all right.
Yeah, kiddo. See, everything's gonna be fine. It's just a seven level earthquake. All right, still got a long way to go. Do I? No, I'm not going back up there. We're gonna hoof it, boys. I don't know where we're at, but we're here somewhere.
Great. Rain. Gotta move.
Oh no, Timefall. Oh no, which means there's BTs nearby. Alright, things are gonna get scary now, guys. Things are gonna get haunted, if you will. So yeah, I think the plan, since this is out, this will probably consist of most of my content for a little bit, at least until the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3-4 remake come out. So expect Death Stranding 2 content for at least the next 2 to 3 weeks. I just hope I don't, because this happens all the time, especially since I play so many games, as you guys can see, is where I get so fixated on a new game and then I make some videos for it and then I forget about the game itself. Like, I've already forgotten about, like, Warhammer Space Marine, like, and I was kind of getting into the groove with that, so I might have to hop back in on that. Good lord, this Timefall is dangerous. It was like the rain today.
Off already.
Come on, bro. This kid does not like it. Oh, no. Nah, Squirrel with Flamethrowers rules, Andy. She's pretty kick-ass. Just like that there's, like, people who have, like...
Almost there.
Like, a lot of lore to them. A lot of, like, a story to them. Okay. Hey, let's go. Got my first trophy. See, we're making good progress. And yup, look at all those.
There, we made it.
Alright, we're almost home. Just gotta hoof it.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, little. Time for some non-noms. Come on, open up. There you go. Who's there? Who are you?
That's our bae. That's our homegirl. Fragile.
Were you cooking?
Girl, I'm always cooking.
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
So much holograms.
But I'm afraid
Yeah, and
Death Stranding is far from over.
in Death Stranding 1, you pretty much walk across the entire country.
still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hardman is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
What the hell? There's dialogue options now? That's insane.
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The Timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person. Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can Take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting. Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring? Huh.
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination. To place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or on special hooks, just like cargo. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up. Return to the menu when everything looks good to go. Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. See your destination? There are bandits in the area too. Think about what route you might take from your current location. When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Delivery route finalized.
Oh yeah, Kim, I'm so ready for the duck to show up. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be unexpected, and it's gonna be our new mascot. It's gonna be our guy.
Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Oh. No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Alright guys, we are on our first delivery.
Alright, let's get this done.
Our first delivery, we are getting back at it. We got our swag on, we got our weapons. Jumping too far ahead, but we're vibing, we're having a good time. Oh yeah, that was a thing that Hideo Kojima mentioned in this game that he was so excited about, was the fact that Sam could wear a hat backwards, and guess what? We have Sam with his hat on backwards. Oh hell yeah, Kim, we are hanging and banging.
Keep it up.
40 days, 40 nights, all that. At least for the next 3 weeks. Because my plan is I want to do some more Tony Hawk Pro Skater demo streams. Just because I did one when I was like, I was boozing a little bit. I was boozing. And it was finally available, so I hopped on and I completely messed up. I didn't link anything. I didn't post it anywhere. I just said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go live. So that's next on the docket after this. I do like that they at least added a little bit of music there, just because, like, with Death Stranding 1, there's a lot of moments where there is no music happening, and if you aren't, like, going after, like, a main story or reaching, like, a main location, you're not going to hear any music. Alright, that is a thing, too, with this game, is just finding a lot of lost cargo along the way, which is absolutely beneficial in a game like this. Uh-oh. We might have our first fight. Okay. So,
We're in enemy territory now.
yes, sir. We're gonna fight him. Like, I made it pretty far in Death Stranding 1. I think I unlocked, like, grenade launchers and stuff, but it was a long journey to get there. So I definitely do appreciate that there is, like, more of a combat option. Because there is, like, combat in Death Stranding, but it's, like, usually few and far between. Yo, and you get bullet time. Hell yeah. In case you don't know what bullet time is, that is basically where everything slows down. It's basically similar to VATS. If you've played Fallout, anyway. Alright, headshots are pretty simple. Now, where are you at? Oh yeah, mules, I'm gonna steal all your stuff. Give me that stuff. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything much, really. Okay, so combat is a lot nicer, very similar to Death Stranding 1. I like it. Oh, I gotta be careful, because there are dust storms. Man, the Death Stranding really did a number on this damn world. Nope.
Get it together.
Yep, there we go. You got a dust storm on the horizon. On the horizon.
Two wheels up.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Yep. And then we're going to encounter some BTs and probably some Timefall. Just another day in the life of a regular porter.
Okay, great when I step in.
Who's the son of the president.
Storm's coming through.
Yeah, this is a tough one, boys. And I will probably do some like gameplay videos of this as well. Just because I'm really wanting to see how it all comes together, see if it's a little bit more of a breeze than Death Stranding 1, which is, Death Stranding 1 takes a while to kind of like pick up. Like, it was like the perfect lockdown game because you were just pretty much just, helping out other people that were locked in. So it was like perfect for that, so I just burnt a lot of hours of it. God. Alright, well, I'm almost there. Wind can't stop me now. Except right there. Damn, Sam has like my attitude whenever I mess up on something. Eyes open, dumbass. Alright. Alright, let's keep it going. We're almost there. This storm is hell. Because there's lightning on top of a dust storm. Pick up some chiralium.
Somebody lend me a hand.
Ooh. Body of water. Okay, we're out of the dust storm. Moved. Is there another? God. Okay, cool. It's just the aftershock, if you would call it that. Okay. Even, like, picking weapons is, like, a lot smoother with this. Like, it's a lot more streamlined. Like, in Death Stranding 1, it was kind of a mess. Okay, I'm almost there.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
Yeah, this is so amazing that there is a skill tree, dude.
Inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests. Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? Well, that's not half bad at all. Much obliged. Figured we would never see this cargo. But here it is. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection. Now displaying your current order grade. Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah, bro, looking real dusty right now after all this.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
Word. Exactly. Scream that from the rooftops. Damn, Sam got an upgrade. The room from like the first one was just so bare bones. Meanwhile, this one you got nice landscapes to look at. Alright, bro is clean. Then we're gonna go get some sleep and probably enter a dream cutscene. Let's go.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Yo. What? Yeah, let's go. Support the homie. Alright, we're gonna customize the backpack. Let's go. What options we got? Oh yeah, let's go. We got patches. Alright, let's see if we can customize the fit. Hell yeah. our man is ready to party. And a little explanation, cryptobiotes are kind of like one of the only proteins, and they also kind of help replenish your blood a little. Yes, he is dressed like Mike. Even though he has a little tattoos as well. Not fully inked up like our boy. Mike Steele and Norman Reedus, I feel, would really get along. Alright.
Nice.
Okay, you can customize it. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, we're gonna test some weapons real quick. And then we'll probably do like one more order. And then the plan for tomorrow night is I'm going to probably do another Death Stranding 2 stream just so I can chip away the most at it, especially with it only being for pre-order people right now. And then once it's fully out, then I will, do my usual gameplay with commentary, part 1, part 2. We'll get back on schedule. Because it kind of worked out because this week I'm doing like 6 days, six work days in a row. So I just wouldn't have the energy at all to really record, upload, and also I just wouldn't have the time to be able to do it. So that's kind of just the game plan right now. Alright, we're going to dive into a little stealth. I might just do one of these and then go knock out another order. And I do want to thank you guys for tuning in, and especially for, bearing with me as I kind of just dealt with a lot of just stress and overworking and yada, yada, yada. So I do appreciate you guys. Do you see me? Yeah, I'll have to revisit these at another time. Alright, so we will go back to the room and then head on out. I got some rest, I took a shower, I'm good to go.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. And once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to Timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time
Absolutely.
to finalize your route.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
Alright, let's see what we can make.
Item to fabricate.
We gotta stock up. There we go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sign detected nearby.
I'm Sam!
Yeah, we know that.
Safety first.
buddy. Oh, here we go. We got Timefall upon us. Yo, what is up with all these streams? Alright, so we're making a journey through Timefall. Let's go. There is like so many aspects to this game that you have to keep in mind. Good lord. Stream next, I'm gonna forget like all of them. Okay, here's another aspect of just kind of the weather system, is that it can affect the rivers and just overall like affect the landscape of the game. Like there's so many layers. Like I remember like with Death Stranding 1, like if a void out happened, then like it would basically create a crater, which I had never seen if it like just restarted the next day or if it just like stayed just in a void, stayed a crater. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, love to the crew, love to the gang, and this dude's right behind me. Oh, God. Yeah, you rock. We're loving the crew. We're hanging out. We wear our hats backwards. We're all types of dudes rocking. Alright. So we'll do this order, and then depending on how I feel, I might end the stream a little early. Just because I still have one more day in my 6-day work week to go. So I definitely do have to get some sleep, at least a little bit. But I did want to make sure just to jump in this, get at least an hour or so in, kind of get the lay of the land. You know, and again, I do appreciate you guys for stopping by, even if it was for like a quick second or 10 minutes or however long you stuck around. Y'all are the best. And like I said, we'll get back to Death Stranding. We'll get back to our normal schedule. Pretty much just 6 days out of the week. Wednesdays will be the day off, since Wednesdays are my Fridays. And usually by that time, I'm either watching AEW or I'm wiped and I don't know, want to just mindly watch stuff on YouTube. Whether that be like CinemaSins or Wrestling Bios, like I don't do a lot of my days off, basically, if I'm not like recording content. Jeez, these dudes don't quit. They don't quit and they have no chill. Did you have to tell me that before I dove head first into this? Gosh, Fragile. You're so high maintenance. Alright. Oh my. Whoa. Okay. Oh, so that's what it is. Okay. I get it now. Oh man, Gim, yeah, gee. I'm being nagged at. Well, I'm over here doing man stuff, like climbing down a mountain that I really don't know where it goes. Oh, God. Okay, fair enough. But hey, happy wife, happy life, right? Oh man. I will say that this is definitely a larger improvement on Death Stranding 1, because Death Stranding 1 was very new and very ambitious for like a concept of a game. Like, I think, so Mads Mikkelsen is the protagonist of Death Stranding 1. And he lists it as like another film on his resume, but even he was like, yeah, I have no idea how you even play a game like this. And he's in the game. He's the bad guy. Oh, I don't have ladders. Damn it. It's all good. All right. We'll go get this dude on the chiral network chiral network, and then we will probably call it a day.
Be there in no time.
Boom, boom, dude's rocking. And if you haven't already, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to drop a comment for your boy. As always, be sure to check out my archive, check out my shorts. I did make, I think, like maybe like 8 or 10 shorts for just for my break, just so you guys had like something to check out, something new every day. So be sure to check those out. Those will be up. I'll probably do some Death Stranding 2 shorts when it, I guess, finishes uploading, because streams take a little bit longer to upload as opposed to like a video. Like, it'll be stuck in like this weird limbo period, but you know, it's in the works. It's in the works, folks. And who knows, maybe tomorrow night I'll talk about my issues with wrestling at the moment. Only one way to find out. Be sure to stay tuned. We're going to get this dude on the chiral network. Let's go.
You're Sam, right? Did the Timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo. It does not look too bad. Thanks for the delivery. I have to say, this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you wouldn't let me down. Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah. That was a pre-order exclusive.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your ring terminal. Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please, check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday. The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. I had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units. A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Order completed. Well done.
Thanks again. Be safe out there.
A new feature has been made available for use.
Alright guys, I think we'll do this one final order and then we'll call it quits.
Okay, Sam. Are you ready? Then I'll bring... The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
Peace, Kim. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. You're the best as always. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Shout out Kim Possible.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Alright, we'll go get these things, then do the order, and then we'll call it quits, folks. Because I wanted to try to, at the very least, do like 2 hours worth of gameplay. Okay, so it's a different button now. Okay, cool.
Time for a rest.
Because that's, I think, a pretty cool aspect of Death Stranding, is that when you do a rest, like I do right there, it will kind of save the game. So it kind of helps in a lot of aspects. Oh, these things. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Hey! What?
So yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier. This game is absolutely gorgeous. It's magnificent. It kind of helps you get into the swing of things, as opposed to like Death Stranding 1, where it just has to be a lot of exposition because there's just a lot of aspects that need to be covered. So yeah, this is definitely a step up. There's a lot of things to do. It's definitely going to be a lot more fun. Because with Death Stranding 1, it was just so bare bones. But that was also kind of the point. So I get it. Okay. You know, we're climbing mountains out here. Oh.
Break time.
Alright, how far do we got?
Don't worry, you got this.
Okay, so we're almost there. Sam Porter Bridges has the greatest cardio I've ever seen of a character. Like, this dude is just stacking boxes, climbing mountains, going through snowstorms, sandstorms, all of it.
Keep it up, Sam.
And bro's also pretty in shape. The only thing that make him cooler is if they made him like have a cigarette in his mouth or something. Or maybe even have a tech cigar in their mouth, like a certain dingus from a slop pile. But I'm not a fan of Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm gonna just I'll leave it at that, and I'll probably expand upon it further down the line. Alright, we're gonna build a watchtower, and then we're gonna take out some enemies, and it's gonna be a fun time.
Nice.
How tall is this thing? Good lord.
Construction process now complete.
Okay, this is pretty cool. This is awesome. I also like that it looks like it keeps track of how many enemies are in the area. So again, just very, very primo game plotting, I guess you'd call it. You know what? I'm going to try some. Or is the tracking the chiral things we're looking for? Yeah, you can get these hands, bro. Alright, so let's go ahead and just drop this stuff off, and then we will call it quits. So if I keep going, I'm going to be here all night. And unfortunately, I don't have the time. I got one more day, one more work day, and then I got 3 days off. And within those 3 days, I'm going to try to pump out a bunch of Death Stranding 2 videos for you guys. So be sure to stay tuned for those. And then probably a whole lot of nothing. I think everybody can relate to that. The one thing that everybody needs and is essential for a day off is one day where you just don't have to do anything. Like, absolutely utilize your time. Oh, there we go. But, yeah, like, utilize your time. You know, but if you have more than one day off, use that one day off to just be a bum. Recharge the batteries. Knock out your menial tasks. But definitely just have that one day just to not do anything, and nobody can bring you down for it. Oh, and if I didn't already say, guys, drink some water, stay hydrated, get some rest, take your breaks, be sure to stretch the legs, Because if you're anything like me, you've been sitting crisscross for... So, I mean, it's... But we're having a good time. Alright. We're running and running. And avoiding those things because they're evil.
Yeah, that's the way.
Oh, I have to go all the way back. I knew that there was like one missing. Oh, get out of my face. Hey, you horse, get out of my face.
Analysis confirms that these hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
Oh. What? Oh, man. That's also what happened to me in like my last Death Stranding gameplay, was that I lost some cargo and then I had no way of like finding where it was, and then I felt even dumber because I could have just ordered the cargo, but you know, we're learning here. All right, guys, I think I'm actually just gonna go and grab this chiral thingamabob and then put a rest. You know, tell you guys to check out all my archives. Go and follow me on social media. Or maybe not. You might have time. But yeah, guys, be sure to follow me on Instagram, MaxMurder505, spelled the way that it sounds. My Twitter is capital Maxi, MAXXY, capital D, capital LUFFY, Maxi D Luffy 327. Be sure to add me on PSN, Max Murder 327. I usually only play games to record the gameplay of, but if, you know, somebody wants to get down on some games, hit your boy up. And if I haven't said it before, be sure to like and subscribe. drop a comment, ring the bell, whole 9. You know what it is. We just broke 130k views overall on the channel, so we're making good progress. Even on an off week, we made really good progress. So I want to thank you guys especially for tuning in, liking my stuff, even if it was only for like maybe a minute, maybe 2. You know, I appreciate it. Even if you watched my stuff and decided, yeah, you know what, it's not for me. I appreciate you stopping by. And like I've been talking about, the plan is we're going to do Death Stranding for the next 3 weeks until Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 comes out. We're going to get back on the schedule. When Tony Hawk 3 and 4 come out, I will probably do streams since I will be getting those early as well. You know, these Death Stranding 2 and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake, those have been like the ones I've been itching for the most. And, you know, they're the only ones that I have pre-ordered so far this year. So, this has been months in the making, especially the Tony Hawk remaster. And the weird thing with, like, Death Stranding is that when I tried to pre-order it, PlayStation has like this weird thing, I guess, called like PlayStation Now, where like when you pre-order something, the money isn't pulled right away. Like, I guess it's pulled when it's like closer to. And I mean, I'm pretty flush, but I'm not like that flush, I guess. So like it was like $200 for like the deluxe edition, or like the collector's edition actually. That would like come with like a statue, it would come with like some knickknacks, it would come with like a letter from Hideo himself. So I like tried to order it, and then I thought like, or I didn't see that the money had been pulled. So I was like, what the hell? And then I tried to like order it again a couple of times, and just it wasn't going through, and it just wasn't making any sense. So then I just said screw it, and then I'm gonna just get the most deluxe edition that I can get, which was I think like the digital deluxe, which is the one we're playing right now. So I was able to get that, and then with the Tony Hawk remaster, it was pretty much simple. But yeah, I'd never seen that for like a pre-order before. It would just make much more sense if like the money would just be pulled immediately. But you know, alas, it's a different time. People do different things, and just I would hate having to wait several months with like $200, maybe like $300 in limbo that just couldn't do anything with. So yeah, so we got the pre-orders in, we got one more coming up after this, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make this delivery, and it's gonna be a good time.
Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BGs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go. Madre mia, it's practically spotless. Thank you. I just have to say that you're an absolutely... Looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too. I think you'll find both very useful. The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are gonna be saved thanks to you. This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy repeat itself here. But between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, I think we got a shot. We're gonna make it through this. It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself. Securing a stable supply has been difficult. Though you know all about that, given your experiences with the UCA. But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all the same anti-BT properties. Derived from samples taken from doom sufferers, it can be produced at scale to meet demand. And despite its artificial nature, it's actually proven to be more potent than the genuine article. So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version of the hematic grenade it replaces. In any case, we won't need to ask you for your blood ever again, so rest easy. If you want to test it out, we have some training facilities here at the distribution center. Feel free to access the delivery terminal and give them a try. So, you probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain, right? Wrong. Our timefall shelters are different, you see. After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid. So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters are the perfect way out. Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't run low. It has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it into drinkable water, allowing you to top up your canteen on the go. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also in the process of looking into how various structures might be improved. As you expand chiral network coverage, we'll be able to share information and coordinate our efforts more effectively. And I'm sure we will all make even faster progress as a result. So keep on doing what you do and linking up places for us. By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. And let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and rest in the room. We'll probably call it quits. We made really good progress today. It was exciting. The game is fantastic. Well worth the money. Like I said, we'll be back on schedule as early as Wednesday. I'll start recording some gameplay. It'll go up Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll also knock out some for next week as well. Oh no.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising.
Uh-oh.
Hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
But yeah, guys, we're going to get back on the schedule since I have the next 3 days off after tomorrow. I'm going to do another stream tomorrow night, same time, 9 p.m. MST. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the support. We've made really good progress, really good strides since I started uploading. And now it is on to bigger and nicer and very cinematic things. So I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow my socials. They'll be on my channel. Check out my archives. Whole 9. I'll go ahead and save real quick. Alright, guys. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow, same place, same time, and premieres will be back on my days off, so just FYI. Thank you for the time. Thank you guys for a glorious evening, and y'all are the best.